everyone, my name is Tori, this is Novel Life, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun video that might be a little bit of a long one, so get a snack, get a drink, get your tea, get your soda, get whatever you want, sit down, hang out with me, and I'm going to be talking about all the series that I want to finish. So I saw Rachel from Raven Haired Reader do this, and she had over 50 series that she was kind of like in the middle. And I have a little over 30. I think I'm like at 31. And I was honestly surprised because I went back 2 years on my Goodreads and I looked through all the books, all the series that I wanted to finish. There's some series that I don't want to continue. So yes, I'm in the middle of them, but I have no desire to continue. But all of these series are books that like I definitely want to continue with. So yeah, like I said, I got 30. I got my phone right here with my notes. It took me about a good hour yesterday to sit down and put all this stuff together. So I'm really excited. But let's just go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to start from like the books that I've recently been reading because I started with the newest, like this year's books, and then I went back 2 years. So the first series I have is The Carter Kids by Chloe Walsh. So I am on book 4. I finished 3 books and there's technically 6 books in the series. So the first 4 books follow the same couple, and I think the last 2 follows, or the 2 that are left in the series, follows the same couple but like a different one, and you see it's like her best friend from the first 4 books. So I am loving this series. Okay, it has all the things I love. He's an underground fighter at first in the first couple books, and then he turns pro after some things happen. There's like a second chance aspect. It's toxic, it's angsty, it's emotional, it's everything that I love in Chloe Walsh's writing. So this is one that I would recommend if you've read Binding, Keeping 13, Redeeming, and Saving 6. Go read more of Chloe Walsh's stuff. I just know when I pick up her stuff, I'm going to absolutely love it. But each book ends on a cliffhanger, so because it's like a continuation. So like I said, I'm on the 4th book. I hope to read the 4th book soon. I have it on my Kindle, but that's definitely one I really, really want to get to, probably before the end of the year, just because I'm loving it so much. The next series is the Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver. So I have 2 books left. 1 full-length book and 1 novella left, which I'm very excited for. I think I'm going to get through all of them before the end of the year, like those 2 books. I think that's doable. It's just like when I want to pick it up, and it's one of the characters. I think it's the last book in the series, but I think it's a veterinarian, and I really don't have a desire to read her book. Like, she wasn't my favorite, so it's gonna take some time. I may read it for a Patreon exclusive reading vlog, which my Patreon is always linked in the description box below if you want to join. No pressure. I just love throwing it out there. The next series is technically a duet, and that's All the King's Men by Kennedy Ryan. So I read The Kingmaker years ago, apparently, gave it 4 stars, and I recently read it again. Also gave it 4 stars. I read that for a Patreon exclusive vlog last month for August, and I really liked it. It was good. It was 4 stars. Kennedy Ryan writes solid stuff. I just don't like the time jumps in it, and it ends on a cliffhanger. So I still have to pick up The Rebel King, and I'm excited, but I'm a little nervous because I know Kennedy Ryan's books, the second one is always so much better. It was like that with the Grip trilogy. Any duet or series that I've read by her, it's like that. So I'm extremely excited, but also kind of nervous. I want to finish The Sullivan Family, the series by Lena Hendricks. So I've read One Look, really loved it. Read One Touch. It was solid read. And I don't remember the third one, what the title is. One something. But I want to continue because I do like that small town romance series by Lena Hendricks. So yeah, that's like one of my first series I read by her, and I'm actually enjoying it. So I definitely want to keep going with it. The next series is Love Kills by Brianna Jean. So this is technically a trilogy that follows the same couple. I read the first book, which was Why Are You Here? I still have the second and third book. It follows the same couple, like I said. It's very toxic, angsty, emotional damage. You're going to get wrapped up in them. And I know the second one is going to be even more, and I'm just like not mentally prepared. Do you know what I mean? Haven't jumped into that yet. The first one ended okay. It ended like, it set up the second book really well, so I know where it's going, so that's not what, like, I'm dying to pick up the next one, but I do want to finish that for sure. Then I have the Like Us series by Becca and Krista Ritchie. Listen, I read Damage Like Us, and I think that's it. I don't think I've read the second book. There's 10 books in the series, y'all. 10 books. I want to read them all because I've heard that they're all great. Will I read them? That is the question. I want to, but I don't know. Same thing with The Dalton Family by Marnie Mann. So all of these books are on Hoopla. I think there's 5 books out. It's like The Bachelor, The Billionaire, The Lawyer, stuff like that. They're steamy, kind of insta-lovey, insta-lusty, but you jump right in. You know what you're getting. They're fun times. I really enjoyed them when I want something like super quick, super easy to get into, a fun time with a good plot story, you know? and a lot of spice. That's really what it is. And I really do like that series. The next one is the St. Louis Sire series by Alexandria House. So this is a hockey romance series. And I think the second book just came out, and I'm probably going to wait till it comes out on audio because I think I listened to the first book. I really enjoyed that. Alexandria House writes a lot of things. She puts a lot of things into her book. So they're like full and it's like jam-packed and it's like going. Like you don't want to put it down. And I felt like that with the first book. So I definitely want to pick up the second book when the audio comes out because I really like that one. The next one is Alchemy by Elodie Hart. So this is a series that I found this year that is more of like it's surrounding a sex club, but it's set in like London, England type thing. So if you like Salacious Players but make it British, that's what this is. The third book just came out, I think like a week ago when I'm filming this. So I'm extremely excited to see that one. That one has the female character, and I think she's a dom, which is very interesting. Or it's an older woman, younger man, I'm not sure. The next one I want to read, Cottonwood Cove series by Laura Pavlov. So I've read the first book, and I did enjoy it. It was a solid start to a series, and I haven't continued. And she is just like releasing one after the other. It's like every 2 or 3 months, which I really like when authors do that. But also when you get behind, you get behind. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm very behind, very behind. I'm 2 books behind. So I don't know when I'm going to catch up, but I definitely do because I really like these covers. And I'm really excited for On the Shore because he's an NFL player, I think. I definitely want to get to those. I think you can read them out of order, actually. But the next series is Sweet Addiction by J. Daniels. So my friend Sarah, she loves J. Daniels, and I read the first one because I got it in a Trope of the Month box by Hello Lovely. I love those. And then they continued the series. If it's like this anime style, I have it somewhere on my shelf. But I wasn't in the mood to pull books down, not with 30 plus series to talk about, okay? But I really liked it. And I think the second book is a continuation of the first book's couple, like what they're doing, like living together, living life, all that stuff. And then the third book is a different couple, and he owns a hot yoga studio, I'm pretty sure. So I like those covers that Hello Lovely box did, so I'm excited to continue. I put this on in a video before, but this 4 series by Becca Steele, which is right there, those red spines. There's 6 books in the series. I think I'm on book 4, book 5. I read 1, 2, 3 because it follows the same couple. Or am I on the third one? I really liked book 4, which was A Brother's Best Friend, and I read it out of order, which you can do. But she had a 5th book come out, and I think she has a 6th book that also came out this year. But I really do like Becca Steele's writing. A lot of people don't talk about her. I also have another duet, which is River of Rain by C.E. Ricky. So this is a duet. I read Follow the River. Is it Follow the River? Yeah, and then something Rain. It's a duet. It follows the same couple. It's an MM romance, very emotional. It has a lot of triggers, so definitely check your triggers. But sometimes with C.E. Ricky's writing, I've said this before, you get the super fun, spicy MM romance, which is like iced out, and then you get the more like emotional. It's still spicy, not as spicy, but it's a lot more emotional, a lot more heavy. There's a lot more topics talked about, and that is the Follow the Rain series, or the duet, or River of Rain, it's duet. So I really enjoyed it. They're on KU if you want to go check them out, but that's one that I would highly recommend if you're looking for a really emotional book too. The next one is Lies, Hearts, and Truths series by H. Hunting, or Helena Hunting. So I read Little Lies, first book, loved it. Bittersweet Heart, second book, loved it. Shatter's Truth comes out, I think the week that I'm filming this, that week after I'm filming this, the end of August. So I definitely want to get to it. I want to listen to the audio because her audios are really good. So I'm excited for this one. I've heard people got arcs of it and they said it was amazing. So I also love the cover. So I'm very excited to continue with that series. Another series is the Off Balance series. I know McKay and Cheyenne are going to come for me, okay? I have 2 books left in this series, and I started it this year. Did a read along at the beginning of the year, and I just got behind. But there is 2 books left. I definitely want to read them. Okay, I really, really want to read them, but it's just like, it's an emotional book. You know what I mean? I know the female character, she like really leans into her lupus diagnosis in the 4th and 5th book, along with Kova and all the shit that he's doing and how fucking dramatic everything is. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot. Emotionally, it's a lot. And I just haven't been able to like step into that world again. I want to get the audios. I've listened to the first book and they're really good. So I definitely want to get the audios. Another series is the Zodiac Academy series by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I am on the 8th book. I think the 9th book has not come out yet. So the end of 2022, I binged all 7 books in a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, this will be fun. I did a vlog for you guys. It actually did really well. Now, I wanted to go into the 8th book and I was like, I'm not ready. It is 1,200 pages, y'all, 1,200 pages. I don't even know what the next book that's coming out later this year is going to be. I don't even know. But I definitely want to continue. Those are just fun times. I do have the book downloaded on my Kindle, but So like when am I going to do that? You know what I mean? Then I have Love Light by B.K. Borson. So I've read the first 2 books, Love Light Farms and Into the Weeds. I have, I can't think of the Mixed Signals is the 3rd book. Have not read that yet, but I definitely want to. Game On series by Kristen Callahan. I read the hookup. Loved it. Love that book. Will not stop talking about that book. I absolutely loved it. But the series, it's an older series. I think it came out in 2016. But there's 3 books. They're all on Hoopla. I just have to get to them. I just have to get to them. But I definitely want to continue. Also, Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee. There's 1 book left, and I have not read it, that follows the same couple. And they're shorter fantasy romances, so I'll probably pick that up in October or something like that, but I definitely want to. The next one is the Kings of Sen series by Anna Huang. I love Anna Huang. I have not read King of Pride. I want to read that before King of Greed comes out, but yeah, I just haven't continued. For some reason, I just didn't pick it up. I think I have the audio, or I'm going to get the audio because that's what I primarily listen to audios, okay? The next one is Filthy Rich Americans by Nikki Sloan. So I read the first 3 books, and I think there's 4 in book 4, book 5 that follows the dad. Well, she was an asshole in the first 3 books, so I definitely want to catch up on Nikki Sloan's books. The Belladonna series, which is by Adeline Grace. It's Belladonna and then Foxglove. I mean, this one's kind of like, I already put it on my August TBR, and I'm going to read it, but I'm really excited to, so I want to throw that one on there. Hades Hangman by Tilly Cole. I'm still on book 4, and there's 8 books. I don't know when I'm going to jump back into that one. That's a big one. Devil's Night series. McKay's going to hate me for this. Yes, I still have not read Nightfall, which is the 4th book. I don't know. Will just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is, but I definitely want to finish. It's just series that I definitely want to say that I'm finished. Say that I'm done so people don't come after me anymore. Campus Tales by Kibi Tyler. I think I have 1 book left in that series. It's like a novella series. They're super short. Him by Serena Bowen, and I think it's Elle Kennedy. So both of them. Yeah. I have Us, and then I have Epic, which is a novella. So, I mean, it's cheating. It's kind of duet, but that's definitely one. The Boston Underworld series, I definitely want to continue. I just don't know when I'm going to. That's by A. Zavarelli. I'm really excited for that one. The Never After series by Emily McIntyre. I've actually done a really good job keeping up, and I only have Crossed left, which is her new release. So, I'm very happy that I've stayed caught up, and like the new release is the only one that I have left. I definitely want to finish out the Voyeur series. I think I have 1 book left, which I think is Teacher, and I didn't read that one. It's like the very last one, but I want to get caught up with her books as well. Then the Kingmaker series by Sophie Lark. That's just one of the things. After I read the 3rd book, Dean's book, was it Dean's book? I was just like, it was okay. I don't really have a desire to continue. I like the premise, but I just feel like it doesn't do anything for me right now. So yeah, I just don't want to continue it. But that was a very quick run through of all 30 plus series that I want to finish. I know I'm missing some. I'm looking around. I know I'm missing some series for sure. But those are just like off the top of my head. Those are the ones that I want to finish, which 30 plus series is a lot. I kind of want to do a reaction video later in the year, or maybe at the beginning of next year, to see like how many series I finished, because a lot of these I'm just like 1 or 2 books away from finishing. You know what I mean? So you can let me know a series down below that you have not finished. If it's one of the ones that I have said, let me know as well. Drop me the skull emoji, like the dead emoji, just because I'm dead with how many freaking books I have to read. You know, I'm just, it's crazy. It's a lot. I always want to read everything all the time, and then when I sit down and read, I can't decide what I want to read, like the struggle, you know? But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living your life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.